pre-match conference this morning. It is attended by the India head coach, Mr. Igor Stimac, and also player Anwar Ali. Before we begin with the questions, Coach Igor and Mr. Anwar, can you share with us how is the preparation so far?
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. Thank you very much and good morning to everyone. We are obviously very happy to participate at such a big Asian tournament in football. We know how important this tournament is for Asia in the past, in the history also. Not having a great record participating here, India 17 times participating in the tournament and reaching the final only 2 times. So we are preparing somehow to break down that record, which is poor. So hopefully we're going to have a good game. We know a lot about Malaysian national team. We know about your good runs in the past 24 months. You have a wonderful new coach. Your team is looking much better now these days, much more organized, much more effective. So it's going to be an interesting game.
Hello everyone. As coach told that we are ready for this game, and yeah, it's a very good team against us. So we are fully prepared and we're gonna do well. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm somehow jealous on everything what your federation has been doing in the favor of the national team in recent years. You know, you are using all the tools which are there available to improve your national team. You are having many foreign-born players in your team which were developed in proper football academies with great basic skills. You also started using naturalized players which are helping your home players to grow up quickly, and that's something which we are looking for to do in the near future also, you know. So obviously in 2023 you played 9 games, you suffered only 1 defeat against Thailand away, winning all 6 games at home. Recently in September playing against 2 higher ranked teams, against Syria and China, playing really good football, having 2 draws, playing really good game. We analyzed game against China, which proved again that you are very stable, competitive side with a clear idea what needs to be done on the pitch. And as far as I'm concerned, we are very similar at this situation. The advantage obviously for Malaysia will be 90,000 supporters there behind the team, backing them up, and our poor record in away games. We have a wonderful run playing at home, but we need to change the run when we play away games. First objective is not to get any player injured, because we have much more important things in November coming at us. Also, we know the importance of this tournament, and we will do everything to reach the final and hopefully to win the tournament. But if not possible, we're not going to be too sad, because we have very important things coming at us in November with the World Cup qualifiers. You know that we had a draw from the pot 2, which is giving us great chance if we are good enough to qualify for the 3rd round of the World Cup qualifiers, which would be first time in the history for Indian football. This is the most important thing we are looking upon at the moment. So we do have certain problems here. We were not lucky like your team to have a 2.5 week camp prior to this tournament, which is another advantage you are having here. We had only 2 training sessions, but we have a stable team, compact side, and we are quite hopeful that we can do everything what is needed tomorrow to have a great performance. Results are always in God's hands.
Is there any players from Malaysian team coach that need to watch from your side?
I would say that your biggest strength at the moment is the team strength. You know, because you have wonderful homegrown players which are quick, technically good, which became very productive after you added these naturalized players who are giving you more stability in the team, in passing, in progressive football, which is now different Malaysia from what everyone was seeing and watching in the recent years. So I would say that chances are a little bit in the favor of Malaysia, little bit because of the long camp you had and because of the home ground. which is for you giving you great run this year. You know, you still didn't lose any points at the home games. So, but we are here to surprise you. We had a very long process of team reconstruction from 2019, and first couple of years were a suffering path which we have taken. For us, the most important thing was to implement as many young players from under 17 World Cup generation, which were obviously very talented, but it always takes time for young players to adapt to the senior team football. And now we went through that. Now we have a very young team, mostly from these boys who were at that generation of the under 17 World Cup in the 2017. So we have lots of faith in this generation, and we count on them for the next 8 to 10 years. This is our strength. We are not putting any pressure result-wise at the moment on them, but although we need to say that we have great recent runs, we played against many higher-ranked opponents, and we could clearly see that India can dominate in the games against Lebanon, Kyrgyzstan, Kuwait, even Iraq, who is a Gulf champion. Recent game at the Kings Cup shown that we can play against such teams. So there is nothing for our team to fear about, but each new experience is adding new value to this team. So we are still in the learning process, I would say.
But with this much success, you're saying you're still learning, so what we can expect from your team, from your reign with the team?
My expectations are always the highest level, you know, but I'm never disappointed if we don't get result, if my players are leaving everything on the pitch. That's all what I require from them. I'm never requesting the results from my players. I'm requesting them at a certain point of time to give everything for the national team jersey and leave everything on the pitch which is required. Listen, India is at the moment in the process of restructuring development programs, you know, because our pool of players is very small comparing the size of the country. And this is what we need to work on really hard, and that's what we are trying to do. We have a long-term plan about developmental programs, about competitions, about sizes of the competitions and the clubs involved, but obviously it will take time, and we need to find a way to reach and go through this gap of getting developed generations of the players and immediate success which is needed for Indian football to regrow the culture of the football in the country. Listen, whoever is available is here, but few important players are not available, you know. We have 2 starting 11 players with injuries who were not here, and we do have 4 players which are here with us but are doubtful for tomorrow's game. So we'll see today training session how they feel. I'm quite sure if there is any amount of pain present, we're not going to risk any of them.
Your thought on your key player, Sunil Chhetri. Your thought on Sunil Chhetri.
I said everything about Sunil Chhetri. He's our diamond, he's our skipper, he's everything this team needs to become successful. Still at his age, he looks like a youngster who is 28, 29-year-old. He's the first one doing high press for 120 minutes if it's needed. He's the first one when things are not going well to be supportive and positive and lift up others. So he's a player every coach needs in his team, and I'm proud to have him in my team. What part of our team can be advantage against Malaysia? The team's strength should be our advantage, because we have proven in throughout prior the Kings Cup, which we played 3 tournaments with very competitive and good Asian teams, and in 9 games we proved that as a team we are rising up enormously, that we are showing much more competitiveness, and that all individual class has been put into the sake and favor of the team. So I would say that the team strength is what is greatest strength of this team.
Personal thought, like, we have come here to play and they are a good team. We saw some matches and videos and they are very good team, but we are also come here to play, so we'll give our 100%. So let's see on the result. It's not on our hand, so hope for the best.
How you see having player like Sunil, a legend of the sports, being a help for the younger players in the team?
So he's our legend for our country. So it's lucky to be play in his team, like next to him, and we get to learn a lot from him. And we wish we keep moving like this, and we learn a lot from Sunil Bhai.
What you love the most playing along with him? What does he tell? He is a player that achieves a lot. What does he share with the other players?
He motivates us. As for youngster, is good because in young life you get like this of motivation. So it's good to be like play in higher level. So he motivates us like every time, and in the field, outside the field. So we go through it.
We all know that Sunil is a little bit older now. You need to look for the next Sunil Chhetri. How you see that?
That's
being
not his
the
job.
guy-
That's not my job. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
That's my job to look what
Your
happens
job.
Sunil, not his. His
So
job
how
is
you
to
see
play.
that challenge to bring another Sunil Chhetri, another Baichu Bhutia, players who would define a generation of new footballers, India's new face of Indian football.
That's what you are asking. It's part of the processes in the clubs. They should be the ones producing new Sunil Chhetris. We in the national team are there to pick up the best performing players for the national team. So I would love media in the future not to put that question in front of us. You should ask the clubs in India what they are doing to produce new Sunil Chhetris.